What is going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives and Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, I'm joined by my clients on Podchats. Podchats is a coaching call we run inside of our 10K mastermind container. These students are making anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 a month. Now, before we get into the podcast, I just want to let you guys know, my bad. All right. Usually I do 5 episodes a week, every single week, and I never miss. Lately, it's been a little bit chaotic just due to the fact that I've had some key team members that are in recovery. I want everybody on this coaching call to make sure that when Janelle comes back, give her lots of love. If you're going to send her a message on social media, just give her lots of love. Let her know that you love her and you're thinking about her. She just had an operation and she's in recovery now. So if you're going to send her a message, let her know you love her. Let her know that you miss her. So I've had to operate without Janelle. And let me tell you, Janelle's a key player in this organization. So life without Janelle means more work for B Mark, and more work for B Mark means B Mark is not honest shit as he usually is. So I apologize to my podcast audience that usually looks forward to every single episode. My life's getting a little bit more streamlined. So within the next week, we should be back to 5 episodes a week. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Miss Marilyn, tell me some wins.
Hey, Brian. I would say my win was listening to your live on Monday. It was like so much fun for me, and it was such a good just to realize where I was at and why things weren't going the way that I wanted them to. So I kind of realigned myself, and my DMs are flowing, and everything is flowing now because I felt like I was coming from an anxiety state of mind. So
Yes.
Thank you for that.
I love that for you.
So actually, my question is not so much about me, but it's actually about my husband's ID. And I think I kind of mentioned to you about how he has a bigger following than me. And one of his videos popped off. 500,000 views, and he's gotten like 3,000 new followers. And so we're trying to figure out how we can make this work together. And I wanted to do the thing of like following up with all these new people that he has on his page. I have no idea how to do that with this many people. So what would you recommend if I were to be kind of like the VA, I guess, on his end, and kind of me using his leads or that funnel to create something for him and part of like us together, work together? Does that make sense?
For the next, yeah. So first things first, the game changes when you go viral. You can't do what you first did when you first got started, because out of those 3,000 people that followed, 1,500 are never going to buy anything from anybody. And messaging 1,500 people that are never going to buy anything from anybody is just a waste of time. So what you should do instead is you should be putting up little engagement polls and bait for like the people that are interested, to get the people that are interested to reveal themselves, which makes your job significantly easier. If you're going viral, you can post a CTA every day, because every day there's going to be new people that watch your stuff. And it's not going to be 3,000 people 100%, but even if it's 5 to 7 more people every day, that's going to be awesome. So first things first, don't try to message all 3,000 of them. It's not a productive use of your time. If you were going to go through and message them, then I would identify who your ideal prospect is, and then only send messages to people that are the perfect candidates, because then at least you're not wasting your time. Second thing is I would do collaboration posts with your Instagram for the next 7 days. If all these new followers that are coming to his page have no idea who you are, do collaboration posts for the next 7 days, because now all of his new followers are going to start to introduce to you. And now if you, at any point, if you guys have a conversation about joining your coaching program, at least they know who you are, and they'll be a lot more receptive to that. So those would be the couple things that I would focus on.
Okay, perfect. And when you say engagement polls, like, would that be like, can you just give me an idea, like what questions to ask on that?
Like the same ones that you've been using this entire time. So like, what's the biggest struggle that you have in regards to, I have no idea what to eat. I eat out too much. I don't know what calories are, or I don't even know what I struggle with. I just struggle. Example. What's the biggest struggle you have with your workouts? I don't work out with a monkey face covering its eyes. I go to the gym, but I don't know what to do. I'm doing too much cardio. My workout plan sucks. So stuff like that.
Okay. And then the people that respond, then from there, I can kind of take on and lead that conversation from the beginning.
You got it.
Okay, perfect. All right, that's all I have for you for today. Thank you.
Awesome. I hope you have a fantastic day, and congratulations on shifting your mindset.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Just a quick one on that, you guys, because like I'm a fucking human too. All right. And I literally woke up today and I was like, for some reason, I was just like feeling like ass. And so me and Nick were supposed to do a filming session, and we sat down to do YouTube videos. And right as we sat down to film YouTube videos, I was like, my energy is literally trash right now. I was like, I need to take 30 minutes to change it. So I went, I meditated for 10 minutes. I showered, I dressed up. I just like fucking spent 30 minutes on self-care. came back and we filmed 3 banger YouTube videos with great energy because I actually just decided to shift my state. And so this advice is for every single person on this coaching call. You're working on your business and you're feeling like shit, you're feeling overwhelmed, feeling frustrated, feeling lack of energy, whatever. Take a little bit of time, shift your state, and then go back to work with a different state, because now it's like, I'm like, oh, I'm excited to be working, versus like, fuck my life, I have to film these videos. It's a different energy. What's up, Zane?
What's good?
How you doing, brother?
I'm fantastic.
Love that.
So my win for today, I actually just signed 2 clients, so that's awesome.
Love that.
And I'm definitely in momentum, so everything's headed in the right direction. My question is, my birthday's Friday.
Yep.
So I'm going to be running my first, birthday sale. I've never done one before. So I'm curious, what is the most effective way to market that?
Yeah. So it's go to Canva, make a graphic with like you, like it with a cute face. And then how old are you turning?
27.
Yeah. So 27% off flash sale for your 27th birthday. And then have like you with the fucking party hat on. And then the rules to enter, you're 27% off all coaching programs. Comment happy B-Day on this post and I'll get you the details. The reason you want to do that is because no matter what, people are going to comment happy B-Day just to wish you happy B-Day. So you're going to get a lot of people that are going to enter. I would also send that graphic out to any clients that are up for renewal in the next 8 weeks. Send that graphic to them over Trainerize, send them a voice note, be like, hey, Zane, I just want to let you know it is my birthday today. And because it's my birthday, I wanted to offer, it's my 27th birthday, and I want to give 27% off all my coaching programs to all my best clients. I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but I definitely wanted to, get this over to you. If you're interested, reply back with happy birthday and I'll get you all the details.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's very, very clever. I like that. Now, how about in the stories?
Same thing. Same thing you
Okay,
usually
cool.
do with CTAs. Yeah. It's like,
all right, awesome.
It's like marketing is about saying the same thing 100 different ways. And so if you want to, if you want to post something on your stories to promote some sort of flash sale, it would be doing it, but you're just changing up the words that you're usually using, but you're following the same structure as a call to action, right? It's the exact same formula. It's the exact same strategy. The difference is the words that you were using.
Okay, cool. So would you recommend too, like doing like the patty lifts?
Yep. 100%.
Thing. So, okay, cool. Now with that too, can you do just a DM me happy birthday, or would a poll work better with that?
Poll would work better 100%.
Perfect.
So like the poll would be like no Instagram stories. The only thing that I would have up is the Canva graphic, and you can make one specifically for Instagram stories on Canva. And then it'll be like, vote here if you're interested. Happy B-Day. I want it. Exclamation mark. I don't want it, comma, but happy B-Day. And like, who cares would be option 3.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. I think that answers everything.
That, bro. Hope you have the best day of your entire life.
I appreciate it.
Peace. Maximus, what's up, brother?
What's going on, G? How you doing?
Best day of my life. You excited for Kelowna?
Dude, don't even get me going. Well, my win would be I took a little bit of a vacation with my dad. We went out to Utah to do some snowboarding and still been working, collected $2,100 in cash in the last 6 days. So I broke my income plateau that I've been kind of floating around, which is fucking dope. So my question for you is I'm working at trying to dial in my calendar a little bit more. Obviously, I went back, I watched the training from like the mindset program, but I'm just running into some issues with like, I feel like, I don't know if I should be like lifting in the morning or like, I don't know. I lift usually in the afternoon and it feels like it throws me out of flow, but I'm just finding like issues with trying to like optimize like all the tasks I should be doing. Like, I know you say that like the 6 hours of your day should be the same every day, but it feels like, with like role play calls and things, like it's not like the greatest. So I'm wondering if you could maybe just give me some advice on like how to like really sit down and optimize this, just because I've been doing a lot of traveling and I kind of feel a little scattered.
Yeah. So you're going to feel scattered whenever you're traveling. So I think there's like a optimal for when you're traveling, and then there's an optimal for when you're at home. Are you like coming back home soon?
Yeah, I'm driving right now. I got about 16 hours left in the car, or 18, some crazy amount.
So my personal, like the way you're asking for my advice, and I'll tell you how I approach it. I personally put all of my self-care in the morning first. And I know we talked about this in the mindset coaching program, but like I do all of me first. And the reason I do all of me first is because if I don't do it like that, then like number one, my work is less effective because I'm not showing up as the best version of myself. But number two, I'll just procrastinate on the shit that I'm supposed to do. So I put all of me first. Like I wake up 4:30 in the morning, do my morning ritual, go to the gym, come home, get ready, feel good. Once I feel good, then I get into work. So like I personally think all of your personal self-care stuff should be before you get into work mode, because you're going to be, number one, you'll do it better. And number two, you're going to feel good while you're at work.
Okay.
Does that align with you? Does that make sense? Like, does it, or like, Does that land?
Yeah, no, that does. No, it lands. It just lagged for a second. I'm in Wyoming in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think that's what I got to do. I just got to bite the bullet and probably lift in the morning because I just get zapped out of flow. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I probably just need to sit down and kind of optimize that.
Yeah, you'll get more work done in less time if you stop interrupting the middle of your day.
Yeah, okay.
You got to drive to the gym, then you're at the gym, but you're not actually working out because you're thinking about the work that you got to do in your business. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you'll get more work done if you just wake up in the morning, you do your shit, you fucking go to the gym, you lift, and then you get into work.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll make some changes then. And do you mind if I ask you just like a small kind of, it doesn't have to do with that, but so if you tell me no, it's fine.
Hit me.
Okay, so I just got a call back from the tax man. I owe Uncle Sam a little bit of cash. Obviously, I'm trying to figure out how to do this better this year because I'm going to make a lot more money. But I'm wondering if you could give me any like practical tips or if there's any trainings in the module maybe I just haven't got to in the portal.
Yeah.
But like just how to better track my shit just so I don't get fucked.
You live in the States, right?
Yeah.
Contact Ashley Shepard. She's we've tagged in the group to search up her name, Ashley Shepard. She's a tax specialist. At this level, all of you guys should have at least a bookkeeper, but also I'd recommend having an accountant. So let her know you're making, 5 to 10K a month. Let her know you're not like, so she's got a bunch of services. One of them is like full tax services. Like she does $1,500 a month. Let her know you're not looking for that. Let her know that you're looking for a consult on your taxes because you overpaid on taxes and you want to figure out how to get it down. But the answer is like, you need a specialist. Like I'm not a tax specialist, so I can't tell you what to do because I don't want to give you shitty advice and then your tax bill's higher. But I'll give you the advice that I would give to myself, and that's like hire an expert. And you can find like, let her know you want to like pay her for an initial consult or like get on an initial consult and see what she has to offer. But you should definitely have one of those because I'm assuming your tax bill is probably more expensive than you thought it was going to be. If you spent 1/10 of that money on a tax specialist, they're going to get that tax bill down significantly.
Okay, bet. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Gonna get that on the calendar this week, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Much love. We'll see you in April.
Yes, sir.
That's like fucking 2 weeks. It's fucked up. It's crazy. Peace. Sammy, what's up? Are you $1 million mastermind, Sammy, now? Cole told me he was fucking having conversations with you.
Yeah, I mean, I replied back to him this morning saying, send me the link. So I will be soon.
Everybody give Sammy some love. Oh, shit. That's good.
Yeah, I'm like very nervous, but very excited and very, very needed as well. So yeah.
Cole told me, Cole messaged me about the Millionaire Mastermind. And like Cole never asked me about the Millionaire Mastermind stuff. I was like, what are you like? Who are you talking about? He's like, Sammy Smith. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You're like red in the face. I love it.
I know. Well, I like umming and ahhing about it, and I actually asked on our call on the weekend about in our coaching call, being like, am I just being a little bitch and I need to work harder, or am I ready to like take it to the next level? And Alex was like, yeah, go, you're ready. And I was like, okay. And then had a nice chat with Cole, which helped.
I love that. Perfect. What do you need from me, Sam?
Yeah.
Actually, no, tell me some wins first.
Well, I mean, that's a cool win. Another one was yesterday, my ManyChat decided to just stop working and I had a video pop off and I was getting like, I think I've got like nearly 100 comments, which I've never had before. But of course, my ManyChat stopped working. So I had to do it all by hand, which was super annoying. But it's all back and running and fixed. So that's my win. That ManyChat is back in action. I had a video get like crazy amount of comments for me. So that was really cool.
Yay.
And I just felt like an entrepreneur solving problems.
Yes.
Because I was like, whatever, we'll make it work. So that's my win. And I'm sitting at like 13.4 for the month. And I've still got 3 calls to go this week. So I'm feeling very good.
Yeah, I love it.
Which is nice. Lots of wins. My question is kind of like a bit basic, but important. So I like really struggle with music for reels. And I'm like, you're very good at content. So is there any like life hacks, AI, anything that can help be like, oh, this is like good music based on like the pace of your video, or like how do you choose good music to go in the background of your videos? Because I just don't understand how to do that. I don't have the ear for it.
That's funny. So it's funny because I thought about doing this. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I do now and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So if you go to my stuff right now, I'm the simplest person you guys will ever meet in your entire fucking life. All right. I'm a very simple human. So if you go to my reels right now, let's see, all of it.
Coach that knows what I'm doing, and people should just
350K followers. All my never, ever. All of it has the same music. So I'm simple as fuck. Okay. I'm the most simple human on the planet. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a library. Like literally, I'm just going to spend 2 to 3 hours scrolling through a bunch of different sounds, and I'm going to find 5 sounds that I really like. And then when I find 5 sounds that I really like, I'm going to rotate between those sounds in my videos. That's like
Okay.
that's the next phase of what I'm doing. I personally like to keep similar music on my videos because I want when somebody hears that sound, I want them to think of my brand. That's my thought process behind it. But I also know that like, you do the same thing over and over again, people get bored. So I'm going to have basically 5 sounds that align with my brand, and then I'm going to rotate between those sounds.
Okay. And are you just finding them on like CapCut or something, like not?
Yeah, I
anything
like
fancy?
there's a couple different. So like if I'm looking for sounds, I usually will find them on Instagram. So I'll go on Instagram Reels, I'll go through sounds. Have you looked at the trending sounds option on your dashboard, Sammy?
Yeah, I do try and use that as much as I can, and then just try and find like instrumental ones where there's not voice in the background.
Yeah. So if you spend 60 minutes and you just created a 60-minute time block and you're like, I'm gonna find fucking 5 awesome sounds I'm gonna use in my videos. What I would do then is I would screen record those sounds. I would save them to your favorites in your notes or in your phone. That way you've got them all in your favorites. And whenever you want to use those sounds, they're like ready to go and they're ready to add to your videos.
Oh,
And
that's a
then
good
when we do
hack.
hire editors in the future, which you'll definitely hire editors in the future because eventually you don't want to be editing your own videos, you'll be
Yeah.
able to give them those 5 sounds, and then you'll be able to tell them like use one of these 5 sounds for these videos, whatever video matches the sound.
Okay. Yeah. I think I just maybe need to get better at doing that. I just do not have the ear for like music and beat, and because then I'm like, yeah, this sounds good. And then I hear it later and I'm like, what the heck am I doing? Like, this is horrible. So,
Yeah.
and I know that it's a very small thing, but like it's a small thing that can be the difference between a video doing much better because people, yeah. So I'm like, I do need it.
Yeah, I think
Dial
it's
in on
like
it.
if you think about like order of importance of things that actually matters with videos, I would say like sound is probably like number 6 out of 9. So it's not the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah. And then sometimes I almost wonder, I'm like, do people even hear it? Like, but it is probably that subtle.
Yeah, it is a subtle because I was like,
Subtlety.
whenever I post videos, like sometimes it's not very often that I do it, but sometimes I'll forget to post a video with sound. I don't think I remember I posted one recently and I absolutely hated it, and but it was too late because I had already posted it. Oh, I know which one it was. Let me find it. Where is it? I want to show it to you because you'll be able to like hear the difference.
It's funny with how much you post, but you still like, I know the exact video.
Yeah, because I remember that this one right here.
If you want to go from zero to rich and rich to really rich as an online coach, guaranteed, here is the entire blueprint for $1 million a year business.
My editor fucked up the video. So notice how there's no sound now?
0 to 10K.
Yeah.
Pick one niche, busy moms, dads, etc.
It feels fucking weird to watch. It pissed me off.
Yeah.
It like feels
It
weird.
does.
It's like
If you want to go from zero to rich and rich to really rich as an online coach, guaranteed, here is the entire blueprint for $1 million.
you can hear it instantly. I'm annoyed
Yeah.
listening to this
Okay.
video. So yeah.
It does make a
Yeah,
difference.
it
Okay,
does-
I need
it
to
does make a
I need to actually focus on it.
Yeah.
I've been very slack with it. All right, I'm actually going to start prioritizing that a little bit more. And then do you always put them before you post it, or do you do it like in the Instagram app?
Most of the time, I would say 80% of the time, I already have the sound on before I post it. 20% of the time, if I'm posting like a funny reel with me and Kirst,
Yeah.
or like one that I think is like when I post like our pregnancy updates, I'll use a trending sound. So 80%
Yeah,
of the
yeah. Or the
time, I
6-second ones that
yeah, those will use trending sounds, but then most of the time I already have the sound uploaded before I even put it on the app.
Okay, sick. I'll do that. Last thing, the Trial Reels podcast. I listened to it. I've been doing it. It's going good. Posting like I've just been every day doing a third reel into my trials reels of like just reposting. And yeah, I've got some that have got thousands, some that are in the hundreds, but you're right. It's like, it's just free, like extra
Yeah.
push it out there.
Free
So
eyeballs. I have there's Maureen Magda from the Millionaire Mastermind. She took like a few of her viral reels and she reposted them in trials. One of them ended up getting like 150,000 views, brought her in a ton of followers. So it's free marketing. It's literally free.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so insane. I'm actually excited to be back with Maureen again.
Yeah.
I miss my friends, so I'm excited to be with them again.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
All right. Thanks, Brian. I'll see you on the other side.
I hope you have the best day of your entire life. Congratulations on making the biggest investment ever. I appreciate you. You're gonna crush it.
Thank you.
Bye. Johan. What's up, brother? Johan.
What's going on, Brian? How are you?
Best day of my fucking life, brother. How you doing?
That's the way. Not too bad, man. Alrighty. So last week I asked you about selling in the DMs. I've only been able to do 1 out of 4 people. So I got 3 more. So I was just going to ask you, sorry, that's also my win. Sorry, dude. My win was also I signed one of them. I got three more. So, but I've been going in for the kill, like for the 6 month option, like my higher coaching price. I was just wondering, should I maybe just drop it down to 16 weeks or 12 weeks of coaching, just so the amount when I'm speaking in the voice note sounds a little bit less? Because
So follow up to this. Are you doing this with everyone or just people that can't get on?
no, not everyone. Just the guys. No. Just the guys I can't get.
I was like, don't do it with everyone. I'll tell you. So, so you're basically asking about sell by chat theory. So I'll tell you about sell by chat theory. We used to do everything over sell by chat, Johan. Like, if you've been in the academy for a long period of time, you know that like the way that you joined the program is I sent you the program details. You looked over it. You said yes. You paid over the DMs. That's what we used to do. We stopped doing that because the conversion rates are about 25 to 35%, like you're experiencing. So that's why we stopped doing that, is because 25% conversion rate is pretty fucking good for sell by chat. Now, how you can make that better? I don't think you can make that better by necessarily lowering the price in terms of because it's still the price is the price is the price, in my opinion. But how you can make it better is you got to get better at the follow-up game, and you got to get better at overcoming the objection before it comes up. So with these guys that are, in the DMs, you've got a DM script. Are you just running them through the typical DM script that we have inside of the portal? Is there any changes that you're making?
Yeah, heaps. Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing? So your DM script is it similar to the academy, or is it a little bit different?
Similar, but I just obviously customize it to each guy, based on their situation and things like that. Sort of. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the next level of sell by chat because you're asking, so I'll give it to you. The next level of sell by chat, you have a client application, right?
What's that?
You have a client application where somebody applies to work with you. Is that your link in your bio?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. So the next level of sell by chat is how you're going to identify their objections before they come up. Is once you get to the point where they're about to book a call, you're like, bro, tell you what, why don't you do this? Why don't you fill this brief application? It's only going to take you 2 minutes. Once you fill this application, I'll be able to give you an accurate assessment and tell you exactly what I think we need to focus on in order for you to get amazing results. So then they fill out that application. And in that application, you're going to ask on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your commitment levels? You will be able to identify what their objection is. And then what you'll do is you'll challenge that objection before you pitch. So you get the application, you're like, come back to the chat and say done once it's all done. They come back to the chat, they say done. You look at the application, you notice that he said that he's a 7 out of 10 committed to his goals. And so what you do is you go in the DMs and you're like, hey, Mike, so thanks so much for getting that back to me. I noticed in your application, you mentioned you're a 7 out of 10 committed to your goals. Obviously, I want to help you out, but I can only work with you for a 10 out of 10 committed. So I got to ask you, what's making you a 7 out of 10? And then he's going to say, well, I'm really committed, but I'm really fucking busy, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, okay, cool. So if I can help you design a program that fits your busy lifestyle and I make it so that it's only 3 to 4 days a week so that you can follow it, are you going to be a 10 out of 10 committed to following that? Or are you going to give it half-ass effort? Then he's like, I'm a 10 out of 10 committed to following that. I'm like, okay, great, cool. Here's the program details. Bam. So I'll overcome any objection that he's going to have before I pitch. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you'd want to get to the point where you're about to book a call. Instead of booking a call, you're going to send the client application. In the client application, it's going to identify any objections that they're going to have. You're going to challenge that objection in the DMs. Once you challenge that objection in the DMs, once you overcome it, then you pitch.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks. So I got three more guys like that. So I didn't want to waste them. So I'll try this, give this a go.
Did you already pitch them?
No. I haven't sent the voice notes yet. No.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So that's great. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So send application and then pitch them, and then I'll let you know how I go.
Yep. So you got to make the application seem super easy. Make sure, next step is to fill out my brief client application. It's only going to take a couple of minutes to fill out. Take 2 minutes to fill that out now. Once you're done, come back to the chat and say done so I can review it quickly and then send over the application.
Perfect. Cool, thanks, bro. Man.
Much love.
Thank you.
Deuces. What's up, Zach?
Third Aussie in a row, mate. What's going on?
Best day of my fucking life, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, great, mate. Thank you. So wins, 4 new clients this week, which is pretty cool. That's a record for me by far, and looking like it's going to be a record month. So just a couple more calls this week. So pumped.
Yeah. What's your record month before this?
8K in Jan. So it's at 7K at the moment. And I got a few calls this week. So
let's fucking go, bro. I love that for you.
Yeah. My question is, I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago about my training content not doing too well, like in the gym. I was really hoping that, I know you don't usually like to look at content on these calls, if you could have a quick look and give me some, anything that you see that sticks out as to why.
I respect the fact that you preempted that with I don't like looking at content on these calls. That's hilarious. What's your Instagram?
Zach.Mats, the bottom one.
Oh, right here. Okay, your training content?
Yeah, it's the gym stuff. All the nutrition stuff seems to do really well.
Never, ever, ever skip your warm-up sets. Even if you're a busy bloke and need to get through that session fast. If you do skip your warm-up set, you risk injuring yourself and getting yourself benched on the sideline on all the progress you've made so far. To properly warm up, do 2 to 4 lighter sets where you increasingly ramp up the weight each set. This primes your body to move. You can't lose that last 5 to 10 kilos of body fat and think you're stuck with the dad bod forever.
You got the energy.
Your chest isn't growing because your chest workout looks like this. 4 sets of bench.
Last year, I changed my... Is it possible to lose 5 kilograms in only 6 weeks? Even when you eat foods like this? Yes, because our clients do it every week. Trust me, I've made that mistake.
So I want to find one where he's not doing the high quality edits. So give me 1 sec, because I just want to show you how often he's doing scene changes.
Stop resting 1 to 2 minutes in between sets. This could be the very thing that's holding you back from your next 5 kilograms of muscle growth. When it comes to growing muscle, making sure you are resting enough in between sets is...
I want to find one where he's talking to the camera. 1 sec.
If you pause your curls here, you'll feel your biceps working more. But if you pause your curls down here, you'll get more growth. Just because you can feel the muscle doesn't mean that it's growing. Your biceps grow best when they are loaded in a deep stretch. And squeezing the muscle hard doesn't do much, but it will waste a little bit of energy that will stop you from getting a rep or 2 or going up in weight. So instead of pausing in the squeeze, swap it for a pause in a stretch. If you pause...
So the reason I wanted to show you that is I think you're spending too long on one scene. So
Never, ever, ever skip your warm-up sets. Even if you're a busy bloke and need to get through that session fast. If you do skip your warm-up set, you risk injuring yourself and getting yourself benched on the sideline on all the progress you've made so far. To properly warm up.
this is pretty good, but so
Never, ever, ever.
if you're gonna commit to it, I would commit to it. So like I'll show you a commitment to it. 1 sec. Commitment to the bit is where is it? This is commitment.
Never, ever, ever put your landing page.
You're getting there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like
I see what you mean.
commit with your
A bit more energy.
Yeah, you got to commit with your energy. You're saying it, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it because you're not
Never, ever,
kind of like walking around. You're
Okay.
like ever. You know what I mean? Like fucking show me with your body.
ever skip your warm-up sets. Even if you're a busy bloke and need to get through that session fast.
I think you can take this part of the video out. It's fucking irrelevant.
If you do skip your warm-up set, you risk injuring yourself and getting yourself benched on the sideline on all the progress you've made so far. To properly warm.
So yeah, everything else is pretty fucking good. I think if you add a little bit more energy, you tighten up your script a little bit, I think your video is going to perform a lot better. I also would take down the music like 1 or 2 notches because it's too fucking loud.
Warm up, do 2 to 4 lighter sets.
It's like it's so loud that I can't hear myself speak. Whereas like you listen to mine,
My content looks fire, but it's not converting. What am I missing? If your content's getting engagement, but
it's a little bit lighter. So you want to just be a little bit lighter with your music as well. But overall, it's pretty fucking good. Commit with your body and your energy. Tighten up the script a little bit, lower the music. I think it's going to start to perform a lot better.
Awesome. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
Follow Harry TMP too, bro. His content is top.
Okay.
Like he crushes. Like the amount of leads he gets from 50,000 followers is fucking disgusting. So I'd follow his content.
All right.
He's
Thanks,
Aussie
mate.
too.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, bro.
Thanks,
Anything
bro.
else?
No, that's all good.
Okay, bro.
Have a good one.
We'll talk soon.
Peace.
Peace. Kettlebell King, Mr. Kettlebell King. What's up, brother?
What's up, player? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. If you don't tell me that you're coming to the event in the summer, I'm gonna fight.
Oh, you almost slipped. You almost slipped. Caught you slipping.
Are you coming to the event, bro?
Yo, I already bought the flight. I didn't even know where it is.
Doesn't even know the date. I already bought the flight.
Just sign me up. Here's the credit card number.
How you doing?
Good, man. I don't really have any questions. I just want to share a win. Man, it's been this past 2 weeks, it's been a little bit of a mental struggle, but I've been just staying doing my shit. I've actually been doing the meditation ever since you went live every single day, the 10-minute one. Tapped in, tuned in, turned fucking on.
Yes, son.
And yesterday I sold my biggest piff ever at 3.6K, which was a big, kind of like, here you go, dog. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
So feeling good. I got 3 more calls this week, finishing up my 14-day challenge, and clients are happy. So we re-rolling. That's all I got for you. No questions. Grateful for you and your podcast, man. The past few podcasts have been like, here you go, dog. I got you. Here you go, dog. Like you got burnout? No. Here you go, dog. Low energy? No. Here you go, dog. Like I feel like we've been on the same wave these past week or two, but we're coming up now.
We're coming up now, bruh.
Yes, sir.
I love to hear it, Bill. Thanks for sharing that win with me. That makes me feel fucking good. I love sharing what works for me, and I'm happy it works for you. You're a fucking goat. You're the kettlebell king, the best there is. Appreciate you, bro. Talk soon. Deuces. I like that energy. Actually, wait, unmute yourself. Where do they find you on Instagram? Because my podcast is going to be inspired by what you just said. Where do they find you?
Kettlebell weight loss coach. Hit that link in bio.
That's right. There we go. I like that. Hack 10, what's up?
Everything's going great. The win is 10 days ago. I was like, shit, I need to do 20 sales to cover all of my expenses. And in the last 9 days, I did 18 sales. I bumped up the price. Everything's covered. Everything is good. So 9 day, 18 sales. This is my best so far.
My fucking guy. I love that for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. And the question is, so I've been focusing on reducing my churn rate to under 15%, and I've been following Joey Coleman's system, the book Never Lose a Customer Again. And I finished the first 24 hours, the onboarding process, and now I'm designing the first 7 day. And I wanted to hear your opinion about the action items that I plan to take.
Hit me.
So for 7 days, in the first day, we are going, even this is a low ticket service, we have a dedicated accountability coach, one of Najat's daughter, we call it accountability coach. The first day, she's going to ask what they are going to train. And on the morning of the training, she's going to send an encouragement message. And after the training, Najat is going to send a private congratulation message. And we'll do that for first 7 days because we realize when people don't train, they cancel, and we don't want that. Yeah. And the second action item is we decided 3 events throughout the month, and we are going to future pace these events. So if people are thinking to cancel, they will not to get that next event. The first event is 7-day challenge. Second event is an educational video that they are going to choose the topic of. And the last event is the last week of the month, which is going to be a themed week. Again, the clients will choose. It might be about breakfast or water consumption or anything.
Okay. Only thing is it sounds overwhelming if I'm a new client. That's my only catch, is because everything sounds good in the first 7 days, but it sounds like it's overwhelming because there's so many things that I could be doing as a new client. I'm like, I don't know what's important. I don't know what I need to focus on. So what if we do, instead of 3 events, it's like 1 event. I'm going to tell you what we did. So for the Change Lives Academy, when we first brought on new clients, we had everybody, as soon as you join the Change Lives Academy, they joined the main coaching program, like the main container. The problem with joining the main container is at the time, we were having 3 coaching calls per week, every week, 7 days a week. And then we had onboarding calls that the students could attend as well, not to mention the 3 live streams that we were hosting per week. And once a month, we were hosting masterclasses. So a new student came into the program and they were immediately overwhelmed because they're like, what do I need to do? So I think it sounds good, but I don't think you should overdo it. I think you should underdo it. And simplicity is the most important thing. So if you have 1 event per month that's really fucking exciting that they attend, now they're not overwhelmed, and now they don't feel like they're a failure if they miss one of the events. This is the big event that you need to attend. Do you have an onboarding call for these students? Did we talk about this?
We are thinking a group coaching onboarding, group onboarding call.
That is exactly what I would do. So a group onboarding kickoff call. And if you're going to do, I would do 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, because you're going to get clients from all over the world. That by it. So like the first 7 days sounds great. I would also have a group kickoff call. Maybe it's at the end of the 7 days so that they have something to look forward to, so that they get introduced to the program. On that group kickoff call, you can talk about the once a month thing happening in like 3 weeks or, whatever date it's on. Mm-hmm. That gives them something to look forward to. And then every event, you're talking about the next event that's coming up.
Okay. Okay.
Simplify.
Okay. Yeah. 1 event, 7-day messages are on, and group onboarding.
Correct. Simplify.
Okay.
Not how do we do more, it's how do we get more done with less.
Yeah. Okay. Right now my churn is 22%, which is crazy high.
I think you're doing the right thing by over focusing on the first 4 weeks, because that's the main problem. Like most clients fail because they never even start. So if you can get them into momentum, after the first month, they're a lot more likely to stick around for the second month, third month, fourth month, etc. So I think you're very smart in focusing on the first 4 weeks. Very smart.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. If we can reduce the churn rate to like 10% with the current acquisition rate, the business will be capped at like 400 clients,
Yep.
which is going to be, by the way, we increased the low ticket price. It's 140 now.
Yep.
So it's going to be crazy good.
Yep.
Cheers. Thank you. It helped.
Peace out. Talk soon. Lot. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
My win is I got 2 new clients since yesterday. So it's good.
Love that.
Thanks. I've got 2 small questions about my prices.
Okay.
My high ticket is $9.99. Within this program, they have 3 one-on-one calls with me.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's stupid, I know. So I want to get rid of them. So now I want to offer the $9.99 without the one-on-ones. And shall I offer the one-on-ones as a supplement they can buy, or just don't offer it?
Don't offer it. So how many clients do you have right now?
32.
32. So 32 clients. That means you're doing 32 one-on-one calls a month, right?
No, they have, yes, correct, yes.
So 32, how many, let's just do some math. This is how I think about life. So 32, how long are the calls?
1 hour.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
So
I know, I'm
32
stupid.
hours. So 32 hours. You're not stupid, but I want to paint the picture for you. So 32, I'm assuming you divide that over 4 weeks. So it's 8 hours a week you spend on one-on-one coaching calls with your clients. I'm also going to make the assumption, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of those conversations, you're having the same fucking conversation 100 times.
Yes.
Same fucking conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to solve this problem, moving forward, all the clients, literally, you're going to send them a message and be like, hey, so 2 things. 1, you can solve this problem literally this week. 1, I realized that by doing the one-on-one calls for an hour, but a lot of you guys have been complaining that it's super long. And also, I want to give you guys a little bit more support. So moving forward, we're going to be doing all of our coaching calls as a group. So every Thursday, I'm going to have 2 coaching calls, 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. So you can attend the 9 a.m. What's that?
I have that already.
Do people show up for that?
Yes.
Okay, well, people are showing up for that. Why do they need one-on-one calls?
Because I thought I would over-deliver, but now I'm busy because my business is going good.
So here's how I would transition people out of the one-on-one calls if you already have the group calls. So I would hold the next one-on-one call, and then I would say to the client, because obviously you have it already booked, listen, you're absolutely crushing it inside of the coaching program. I actually don't think you need the one-on-one calls for an hour anymore because you're doing fucking amazing. I think you could just get value to the group coaching calls. That's going to save you time, save you energy, and then you don't have to schedule in a one-on-one hour-long call into your calendar. So you can attend the group coaching calls every single week for 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. But moving forward, I think you can just do the weekly check-ins. Sound good?
Okay, I will transform then.
You position it as an advance. So like you're more advanced now, because you're more advanced, you don't need more hand-holding, etc.
Yes, I understand.
And then moving forward, stop selling fucking one-on-one calls. Because the reason I wanted to pull up my handy dandy calculator is right now it's fine because it's only 32 hours, but you sell 100 clients. That's 100 hours. Divide that.
Yes, I know.
Divide that by 4. That's 25 hours a week on coaching calls. And like, that's not just 25 hours on coaching calls. That's also like the 30 minutes that you spend before the call getting ready, the 30 minutes after the call that you need to decompress. That's a full work week on just coaching calls.
Yes. But it feels good to offer them 2 programs. You can choose the expensive one or the more cheaper one. But what will be my more cheaper one then?
How much is your cheaper one?
I don't have yet. I only have the $9.99.
Okay. So super simple. And are you selling 12-week programs?
16.
16-week programs? Okay. So I think we're going to do one thing at a time because I don't want to overwhelm you, but your prices are too cheap. So first things first is we're going to stop selling the one-on-one calls for $9.99.
Okay.
Second thing, you're going to offer a more expensive program, and your more expensive program is going to be a year. So $9.99. So $9.99, which is way too cheap, divided by 16 is $62 a week, which is too cheap. We're going to need to increase that times 52 weeks. So that's $3,200. So you'll give them a slight discount. So 20. So there's 2 options to enroll. Option number 1 is $9.99 for 16 weeks. This is our most popular option. Or option number 2, if you wanted to just go all in, it's $29.99 for the year. Which one of those 2 options works best for you?
Okay. Exciting. I will do it. I will do it. If you
You'll
say
do
I
it.
will.
You will do it.
Yes,
And you're going to sell
I'm
one
gonna
this
do it.
fucking week. I can feel it.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, that's more than enough.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hope you have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, Nicholas.
All right. No, we got some couple good wins. We're booking calls, we're getting clients, and we're really moving in that direction. This week I've slowed down a little bit on the DMs, and for 2 reasons. We had a good win. We had one of the brands, one of my yoga brands that I work with, they want me to work and collaborate together. So that's a fun experience. Would have never happened without your guys' help. So they want me to make content for them. So that's cool. Really good experience, something new. And my girlfriend now, she's like all into what is going on. And she's always been there, somebody I've been with for 5 years. And she's been seeing like what's been going on over these last year and the program and the growth. And I feel like she wants to kind of get involved. And I just want to know if you have, and I was listening to your podcast with your wife, and I was like, maybe I should bring her in. And I'm just wondering, like, I see I guess my question is like, how do I bring her in without like overwhelm?
Yeah. So is this your girlfriend or your wife?
She's gonna be my wife. Yeah. Eventually. I mean, we've been together for 5 years, you know what I mean? So it's just there's been a lot that's happened, so we're gonna be together. She's the one.
Okay. So I'm still gonna give this advice because regardless of whether or not she's your wife, I'm still gonna fucking say what I need to say because I've seen this go south 100 times, and I'm not saying this is gonna be you, but I'm a fucking dickhead if I don't tell you my perspective. I don't get involved in business with my significant other. Okay, that's my rule. I don't get involved in business with my significant other, and the reason for that is because if anything ever goes south with my significant other, now it's a fucking problem. And I personally have a horror story with that because I had my personal trainer that was working with me at Aesthetic Nation. That was actually the main reason that the fitness business is disintegrated, funny enough, is we were working together and I basically made her a trainer on the team. Then we broke up. She was my accountant. She was my bookkeeper. She was a trainer on the team. It was my team. So I fired her, obviously, because I'm the fucking boss. I do what I want. Get out of here. But that caused a big fucking rift. And it also made me hate personal training. So I'm a big stickler against that. Now, even in today's day and age with me and Kirsten in like a really, really loyal, loving, like harmonious relationship, I'm still against it because I don't like mixing business with pleasure because now all of a sudden I need to be the boss and then I need to come home and be the husband. And then I need to fucking, and then if she fucks up in the business, then I need to have a hot conversation with her about how she fucked up in the business. But then I know that conversation is going to lead back to me being, back to fucking my house where everything's supposed to be good. So I don't fuck with that game. Okay. That's a very fucking, I'm just letting you know my perspective. I don't fuck with that game. Now, that's the fucking warning signal. I had to put it up because it's irresponsible of me not to. Does she want to be involved in the business or do you want her to be involved in the business?
Well, first, all of what you said, the highlight that is, yes, I've seen that. She's, I'd say for the last like month or so, she's actually like asked, hey, I see that you're doing a lot. Like, I know that you can't do a lot of the DMs because she was listening to us, having a conversation about how like, really getting in the DMs, booking calls. She was like, can I help with that? And I was like, well, this is what I'm doing. And I was just kind of showing her a lot of the stuff. And she's like, oh, I'm really good at this. And like, she's really type A and like really like scheduled oriented. I'm very ADD all over the place. So like, it kind of worked. I could see where it could work. But I could also see like what you're saying is like the business and pleasure thing. And I just don't want to, I know this isn't like relationship counseling type shit, but I mean like.
This is part of life, bro. You fucking need to ask these questions because it's coming up.
Yeah, because it's coming up and I see that she's like really dialed into it. I just don't want to be like, she's like, oh my God, she sees that, Manduka wants to work with us. And she's like, damn, if you want to do this, and then like, I can see where this is going to go. And I'm like, so she's getting really excited. And I feel like I could use her help. But I also don't want to like also leave her behind, and I don't want to have like my dreams pushed onto her dreams. And like,
I get it. So like, if this is like where it's going, like step number 1 is you need to sit down and have a real and honest conversation about what she wants in life. Because be like, I'm so happy you're here to support my dreams, and like if you want to support my dreams, I love it. But like, what do you want? Like, is this what you want to be doing? Do you want to be helping me out, like growing this thing? And then like have a conversation about your dreams and where you see this company going, and where you see the potential going, or like where you see the potential of this company like being, and then being like if you want to help me with that, I would love that. But I also I just never want to feel like I'm taking away from your dreams because like I love you and I want you to be happy. And I want to make sure that like if you're doing it, it's because like this is something that you want too. So like you need to have that conversation. That's step 1. But like if she's your wifey for lifey, like me and Kirsten have had conversations like that. We're like, You know, like I do get her help in the business now. And like, as much as I'm firmly fucking against mixing business with pleasure, like I do ask Christian to come do trainings in the coaching program because I know that you guys love her. Like all the ladies in the program are like, give me more Kirst. So like I asked her to come in here, even though I fucking and business and pleasure are not my thing. But that came on the back end of me and Kirsten having a very serious conversation. And like she's like, I want to help you. I want to help you. So step number one is to have the conversation and ask her like what she wants, and then tell her what you want, and then see if there's synergy together. And then being like, if she does want to help you, be like, okay, cool. Like this is what I need. Can you help me with this? And she says yes. And be like, okay, cool. And then one of the things that I will say, bro, if you're gonna mix business with pleasure, is you need to over communicate literally everything. And so like, and I also think you need to set clear boundaries. And my definition of a clear boundary is like, we need to set rules for our working relationship, because I want to make sure that like we never, ever, ever, you know, the work doesn't go into home. So like rule number one, when we're on date night, we don't talk about work. Like rule number one, we're on date night, we don't talk about work, whatever. Rule number two, when we're done work, whatever happened at work has to stay at work, which basically means like if there's ever anything that like happened at work that's like stressful, like that has to stay at work. So if like I ever do something that pisses you off as like, you know, as the owner of the company, you're not allowed to use that against me when we're hanging out at dinner, you know? It's like, I don't want to mix that I don't want to cross those lines. I'm like, I love you as my wife. So like, we just set clear boundaries and expectations up front so that there's no blurred lines. That's what I would say.
A lot of because that's where like this whole thing came up after I listened to your podcast. You said like a lot of your wife were talking about communication and how important it was for having that communication and not coming at it in a way of like being a total dick. Because you know we're always looking for the podcast. We're looking for the next one. You know, so whenever you get a chance, you know, we're out here, we're waiting. But with that being said, I just don't want to make sure I'm stepping over anything. And so, okay, enough relationship talk for me. I guess I got my therapy done for the day. One thing in business, though, one last question is with the content is going into these different seasons. Is it important to maybe start switching into like different types of like themes? I know like in the winter time, you're talking like the Christmas and like that time of stuff. I'm just trying to figure out some new stuff, new content wise, like going out in the wild, because I always do all my shit in my house and in my home gym. So I'm like thinking of like different ideations. Is there room for outside stuff in my type of like content pillar, or like just doing something different?
I will answer that question, but first I want to ask you what you think about that.
It's tough because I got brands reaching out to me to work with me doing the stuff that I'm doing right now, and so I don't want to like deviate too much from what's been working. And I got a headache.
Totally. Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to understand your perspective a little bit. I like that. So that makes sense to me. So like your brand is like you're the at-home guy that does at-home workouts. That's kind of how you built your page. But also like part of how you built your page is like simple workouts. And like at home doesn't necessarily always mean that you're at home. You might be at the campsite with your kids. You might be like, you might want to do your at-home workout outside. If you want to do your at-home workout outside, steal this booty band exercise and your 3-leg exercise that you can do at a fucking park with a booty band. You know? So like, I think you can still stay on brand and also go inside. So yes, I'll give you the overarching question that you're asking. And this is for everybody. It's always a great idea to market with current events, no matter what the current events are. So like if it's Christmas, great idea to market about Christmas. If it's your birthday, great idea to do a flash sale about your birthday. If it's fucking Easter, great idea to do an Easter giveaway. If it's Halloween, great idea to wear Halloween costumes in your videos. Get it? So like no matter what the overarching, you know, theme of the year is, it's always a great idea to include that in your marketing.
And that's kind of where I was actually thinking is like going into people who are starting their fitness journey, maybe that it's more, because I know you guys, the way that I was looking at it was you do a lot of what's his face does a lot of Costco hauls, right? They do a lot of Costco and doing like I don't know if that would really resonate with my page. I mean, I've never done it, so I really can't say yay or nay. But like, would it be like something if I went to like, you know, Dick's Sporting Goods or one of the Dick's Sporting Goods and say, hey, here's like some exercises or like here's like some equipment type things that I would get for my house, and then like I go home and just make some different video that I'm working out with said equipment, and I just don't know if
this is a serious question. I want you to think about this. How many of your moms do you think go to Dick's Sporting Goods?
That's the thing. I don't. Maybe some for like.
Do you think more of them are at Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart?
That's a good question. Because I'm like thinking brands now, right? I'm thinking like, what store can I go into that maybe I could use their equipment and they say like, oh shit, we didn't know you use this, and the audience would use.
I hear you. So like, do more women go into Dick's Sporting Goods or Target?
Target. I mean, everybody. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that actually is true.
That's how you need to think.
That's true. Like I'm thinking like I'd go to Dick's and like get some gloves and I'd ready.
But would your
Yeah,
moms?
probably not. They'd go in there for something. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. So that's how you need to think. What my ideal?
Oh, actually, I like that, Mike. Ask the current clients where they go. Oh, that would be perfect. That's actually cool. Perfect. That solves it for me. I appreciate you.
Hey, bro. Much love. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye. Ronnie,
Hello.
you look so calm and peaceful. What's up?
I'm fucking tired.
Fair enough.
That's also why I'm like last, because my energy is just drained and I feel like I have no questions. But okay, hold on. My win is that I'm at 8.4K for the month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not quite a record-breaking month, but I do have a few follow-ups. So anyways, that's a win. That's good.
Love that.
We like that. But yeah, honestly, I feel like I don't really have a question, but I challenge myself to come up here every fucking week anyways, just to get myself sharing a win and getting out of my comfort zone. But I feel like after listening to your podcast and like Monday's mindset and reading like the Master Key system, I think I just need to do a little bit of self-care, a little bit of internal, because I'm tempted to ask questions, but I know once I get all this shit figured out, everything else will work better. So
I'm fucking Inspector Gadget now. What's wrong?
there's just some personal stuff going on that's really draining me.
Respect. I'm not gonna dig.
I will say that last week's mindset call in the CLA, but like I deserve more, led to a really big breakthrough that I had a really uncomfortable conversation I've been needing to have for a really long time. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. But anyways, oh my God, sorry.
La 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 la. I'll distract us. La 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 la.
Anyways, led to a really big conversation that I've been needing to have for a really long time, but that's also part of what's draining me. So yeah, it's like I'm trying to like prep for like a 4-day challenge next week, and like just like it's obviously not going well.
I hear you. You need to fuck the 4-day challenge. You need to it's a 4-day self-love challenge to you. Okay. Fuck the 4-day challenge to make money. Like you've proven in the last 6 months that you can make money. It's like making money is no longer a concern. And you paid off that debt to your old mentor, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have a fucking looming debt over your head anymore. You're chilling. All right. No one's coming to fucking bark at your door to collect the cash. So you're not in survival mode anymore. So
You're right.
you don't need to fight to survive anymore. You're good. You are abundant. So start taking some good. I don't know what you need to do, but I'll tell you what I would do if I was in your situation. I'd fucking 2-day fucking fucking retreat. All right. I'm just like going to the spa, getting a massage, doing yoga, listening to music, journaling, spending time with yourself, whatever you need to do. Just get back into you. Just get back in your own energy. Reconnect to your own energy. You might even need to sleep for 12 hours. Who knows?
Yeah.
I did. I hear you. I get it.
Honestly, that does sound good right now.
Yeah. You need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself. You're doing very well right now. Paid off all your debt. You're good. You're crushing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I guess I just haven't really taken the chance. And I think that's the thing too, is like I haven't not been in like I need to make money mode in like a really long time. So it's just like, yeah, letting myself fucking chill.
Yeah. And this is like the people get into these modes where it's like I'm either all on or I'm all off, So it's like I need to fucking fight to survive, or I'm taking 3 weeks off because fuck my business. And like this is like the same all or nothing mindset that your clients have when they come into the gym and they're like 6 days a week, fucking nothing but broccoli. And then they get sick of eating broccoli and they're like, I'm fucking eating a pizza and 10 chocolate bars and fuck the gym. Like we do the same thing in business all the time. It's hilarious. So like there's a balance in the middle, right? Like you've been working your ass off for the last few months. Like you can 100% like take a massive step back, do your non-negotiables every day for like an hour to 2 hours a day, and then literally spend the entire rest of the day taking care of you for the next few days. Like just like do whatever the fuck you need to do to get yourself in whatever gets you in a good place. Go for a drive, listen to a podcast, like journal, go get a massage, go get fucking your hair done, whatever you need to do to get back good with you. And then once you collect your energy and you like recharge your batteries, then you can approach the situations that are stressing you out from a grounded perspective because you're good with you.
Like I knew if I came up here and I asked you, so you'd know what to say. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm like, you're low energy today. I'm like, something is there. I'm also not invasive. Like I'm Inspector Gadget, but I'm not invasive. I'm not gonna make you fucking spill the beans. You're good.
No, that was perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. See you in a few weeks. Bye. Ragnar. What's up, G?
All right, cool. So wins. So, and it's kind of crazy because your whole diatribe with Nick was like, so my wife this week just quit her job, and
Oh,
she's
shit.
like, there's a lot more to it though. So she's like, she has seizures. She hated her fucking job. Like, I've never been in a situation where I could ever make it possible for her to get out of that. She wants to work from home. So she's gonna work for me. Your whole like all your warnings with Nick. I was like, fuck, was that a sign? But it's a very different situation, and it's like it's something that needed to happen. And I'm finally at a spot like financially where it makes sense, where I'm making more right now than both of us used to make. So yeah, so that's official. She's officially does not fucking, she gave him she did the fuck, dropped the mic on him and walked out. Yeah. So I'm stoked for that. It's scary as fuck because now it's like all on me and I cannot fucking fail. But I think I operate better like that, that's like why we make all this huge payments to you, because then we're in the hole and then we have to work and it keeps us accountable. So I like all that. And then I put in for a spring bear. So I get to go bear hunting with the bow here in like a month and get some protein. So yeah, excited all across the board. But my question is, so I got like I like fucked myself on Instagram, man, kind of bad, and I don't really know a whole lot about it. I got a new laptop so that Katie could use my old laptop, and when I did that, I set up the VPNs, and I started fucking with settings, and like I changed the VPN a bunch of times, and then like my engagement, my views, even my boosted reels just like stopped, and I don't have any like flags on my fucking profile. But I was doing some like research with chat, and it's like that sometimes if you fuck with your VPN like that, because it changes your IP location. Do you know anything about that? Or
Number one, never use a VPN again.
Ever? Really? You don't use it at all?
Never. No, I never use
Okay.
it because Instagram is smart enough. Like you got to think about this platform's been around for fucking years. And so like
Yeah.
they're smart enough to know what a VPN is. So like even if
Sure.
we think we're being smart, like I never fuck with it. That's number one. Number two, it's likely that you're shadow banned, even if Instagram isn't telling you that you're shadow banned. But the good news about that is if you just go back to using your account as normal, like within a few days, you should be fine. Like
Okay, cool.
So like
Do you
stop using the VPN, a few days, you should be fine.
Okay, I already stopped using the VPN after my thing in there. And it seems like, so I posted a reel yesterday and it did about the same views wise as mine used to do. So it seems like we're past it. The boosted reels have not caught up at all again. They were getting like, I was getting like 50 new followers a day. Now it's like just goose egg zeros. Should I just like
Here's what I would
reboost
do.
those?
Yep. So you can delete those ads and
Okay.
then literally restart them. So delete the ads and then restart them.
Cool. All right. That is what
same audience, same targeting, just delete. Like whenever, if any of you guys ever have a boosted reel that's not performing the way that it did, sometimes it hits a shit pocket. All you got to do is delete the ad, restart it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that. And then I just have a mindset question for you, man. So what is like the top 3 things that you would focus on if you were trying to go from 10K a month to 15K a month? That's where I'm like stuck at 10K, which is an awesome place to be stuck. And I'm super grateful to be stuck there, but I want to break that threshold to 15, man. What 3 things, mindset, whatever, what would you focus on, man?
It would have nothing to, so I'll tell you the mindset, like whatever the fuck it takes, write that down. That's the mindset. Whatever the fuck it takes. That's the mindset. That's the only mindset.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck it takes. So that's the mindset. That's it. Everything else is fucking irrelevant. And like whatever the fuck it takes. That's number one. That's it. That's only it. That's the fucking mindset. How do you get there? Identify for $15,000 a month. I'll do this with you. This is how I scale every single time I want to hit the next level. $15,000 a month. How much is your offer?
I just raised it to $399 a month.
$399. What was your old offer?
$350.
So 15,000 divided by 350. You need to have 42 clients paying you $350 a month to make 15K a month. How many do you have right now?
32.
32. So you need you're literally fucking 10 clients away from that goal.
Yeah, we're right there, dog.
If you sign 3 clients per week for the next 4 weeks, you're at your goal.
Okay.
That's the fucking mindset. That's all I do. So then you're like, how the fuck do I sign 3 clients per week? Figure it out. Whatever the fuck it takes. That's it. Get it? Cool. I'm very systematic. That's like it's literally that simple. Like we've got a bunch of shit on signing clients and making money inside the group. But like when you actually break it down, like you're at 32 clients right now. You only need to be at 42 clients in order to hit your income goal. You're literally 10 clients away. It's not that fucking hard. You're literally a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yep.
So the only thing you need to do is focus on how many clients you have, how many clients you need, and then close that fucking gap. And how do you close that gap? You do whatever the fuck it takes.
Whatever the fuck it takes. I wrote that down. And I think it was your podcast or something, but you had that same like, or maybe it was something Cole something, but it was like that, what you just did right there. So I'd already done the math. figured all this out. So I guess I'm on the right track. I just kind of wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
Close the gap. Like, do not allow that gap to get, like, never allow that gap to get wider. Always close that fucking gap. And
Awesome.
so track like everything you're doing on a weekly basis. Like, okay, how many clients did we sign this week? And like, then when I sit down and review my goals, I'm like, okay, I need to sign 3 clients a week in order to hit my goals in 4 weeks. When I sit down and review my goals for this week, I'm like, okay, I only signed 2 clients this week. Why? And then I'm like, okay, what was I doing? I posted once a day, every day, 7 days a week. Maybe that's not enough. Let's try posting twice a day. So this week I'm going to post twice a day, every day, 7 days a week. I analyzed that behavior over the next 7 days. I realized that caused me to sign 2 clients. Okay, great. What else was I doing wrong? Well, I only sent 100 DMs a day. What if I send 200? So next week I'm going to post twice. I'm going to send 200 DMs a day. I can't send 200 DMs a day because right now I'm only getting 50 followers. Okay, so I'm going to spend another $50 a day on boosted posts so I get another 50 followers. So now I'm sending 200 DMs a day per day, posting twice a day, 7 days a week. Now I'm able to send 200 DMs and I'm posting twice a day. Now I signed 3 clients. Bam. Okay, I just need to repeat these actions for the next couple weeks. Next couple weeks, bam, bam, you're at 15K.
Awesome.
Does that make
I
sense?
love Mind Works, man. It makes sense. I'm on it. I'll keep you posted on how it's going. And I'm looking forward to September or August or the summer or whenever the fuck it might or might not happen. Yeah, I'm there.
Let's go. I'm looking forward to
All right, brother.
Talk soon.
Thank you.
Peace. All right, guys. That was fun. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have the best day ever. Thanks so much for being my clients. Talk to you guys in the next podcast. Peace. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.